have an update from Sao Paolo, where our senior sports reporter Hassan Jumaa is standing by. Hassan, you've been having way too much fun. I can only expect that the atmosphere in Sao Paulo is ridiculous as everyone awaits the World Cup kickoff later this evening.
Well, Edith, I woke up about like an hour ago because right now it's around 7:15 a.m. in Brazil. I'm in Sao Paulo, of course, and yesterday we did a story. It was not as electric as you may think back at home because I spoke to some fans and they're not really embraced this tournament. They're not donning their Seleção colors, you know, the Brazilian colors, as it is back at home when we play, say, a team like the Super Eagles of Nigeria. You know, Kenyans from all walks of life will be putting on the Harambee Stars jersey, the Kenya national team colors. But here, you know, because it was a working day, they're not doing that. But today, in the opening ceremony, you know, the opening match, Brazil versus Croatia, of course, we expect thousands of fans in the, you know, Sao Paulo stadium donning the yellow jerseys, and the bookmakers have put their money on Brazil to maybe win this particular opening match, but it's not going to be easy, as you may think. I interacted earlier with the Croatian fans, and they came in the numbers. There's so many in Sao Paulo, and the pressure is on the, you know, the home team, Brazil, if they can deliver in their opening match. But I can assure you, you know, in maybe 3-4 hours time from now, because right now people are asleep. You know, they're not awake. They are asleep. So we expect thousands of fans to walk around Sao Paulo. There are some specific areas designated for the fans who will not make it to the stadium. You know, there are some areas, though they are still erecting some few structures here and there to ensure that when these thousands of fans, you know, from all over the world, you know, get to this particular designated areas to watch these matches, they can be comfortable. There's enough security. Edith?
Hassan, there's also the issue of people who had said they were going to hold protests ahead of that kickoff. Have you heard anything of that, especially given that you were there all of yesterday as well?
Not really. I walked around and I think they've tried to cool down. There are no protests as such, you know. Most of the protesters were complaining that this World Cup was going to be very expensive, and, you know, this is a developing country, and they did not feel that the World Cup, you know, the World Cup pleasantries was going to trickle down to the common man, you know, the common mananchi. But things have changed a little bit. They're just waiting for the game. They want to, you know, support their team. They want their team to win, and they've more or less been, you know, they don't want to really protest because they don't want to give, you know, negative publicity, especially because there's so many visitors in Sao Paulo, in Brazil. There's so many visitors who've come to, you know, support their teams, and they don't want these clashes between, you know, their team, you know, Brazil, and these other teams that have get into the country. So they've cooled down. Those protests are no longer there. Edith?
Well, Hassan Jumaa, one final question before I let you go. You did speak of visitors. Have you been able to identify or at least give us a percentage of how many tourists have flocked into Sao Paulo for the kickoff?
Thousands, Edith. You know, right now it's because most of the people are asleep. But there are thousands. You can barely walk in Sao Paulo, you know, rubbing shoulders with people. Japanese fans are here, Ecuador fans, you know. There's so many thousands of fans in Sao Paulo right now. But where we are right now, it's because it's close to my room. I woke up like about an hour ago because of the different time zones. So there are thousands of visitors. We expect most of them to be ferried via the shuttles here. There's some special buses to ferry the fans from Sao Paulo to where the residential places are to the stadium. I have my pass. I can't wait. In some couple of hours time, I'll be in the stadium also. You can see my pass.
All right.